This year, strict rules came into force across Britain about the ownership of American XL bully dogs following a number of attacks.
However, since the laws were introduced, there have been several more incidents, including fatal ones involving the animals. Our reporter Jane McCubbin has been taking a look at the issue.
In the space of just over a week, a 5-year-old boy is treated for head injuries after being attacked in Hull. Firearms officers are called to a street in Caerphilly after a 15-year-old is attacked, and a woman in her 50s is killed in London.
Scared, the fact that this has happened in our neighbourhood to a lady that obviously was very kind and loving. The fact that that's happened with her own dogs is scary. It's very scary.
Behind those injuries and this death is a dog just like this, an XL bully. Ian Langley, Ian Price, 17-month-old Bella Ray Birch, 10-year-old Jack Liss and grandmother Esther Martin. They all died in the jaws of an XL bully, and their deaths led to a ban right across Great Britain. That means it is illegal to sell or pass on the breed, but owners can still keep their pets if they were registered before a national deadline. The dogs behind this latest fatality in London were registered. That meant they had to be muzzled when outdoors, but not at home. The new laws mean prosecutions are taking place for attacks like this in Birmingham, but attacks are still happening.
I'm Stacey, and what's your name?
Eloise.
Eloise was just 4 when she was mauled by a dog, a Staffy Cross, which is not a banned breed.
Yes, she went to a play date at a friend's house after school and she ended up with a couple of lacerations to her face. I have seen obviously loads of media coverage in regards to the XL bullies, but I think any dog can turn.
This is why many charities, including the RSPCA, say breed-specific bans do not work. When dogs attack, they say, the problem is irresponsible owners, not dangerous breeds.
Oh, you look
Eloise still has to cross the street when she sees a dog, but this week celebrated an important milestone in her recovery.
Little Miss Glamour UK 2024. And this is you. You've just won this, haven't you? What did the judges say about you?
They say you are very confident and beautiful. Yeah.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You haven't, yeah.
But you're getting there. Congratulations on your award, Eloise.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Jane McCubbin with that report. We're joined now by animal psychologist and behavioural expert Dr. Roger Mugford. Dr. Roger Mugford, good morning to you. Welcome to the programme. Why do you think, even though we've had this Dangerous Dogs Act, the XL bully ban isn't resulting in fewer incidents?
It never could have worked. I mean, the Dangerous Dogs Act has been in existence for 30 years. I've been working as an animal psychologist, mostly defending dogs that have been seized as dangerous, but when they haven't actually done anything, purely on their appearance. It was misconceived legislation, and this introducing this XL bully or adding XL bullies to the list of 4 other breeds really is a pointless exercise. Size is a really significant factor in any of these dog attacks. Obviously the harm done by a big dog is greater than by a small dog. And also ignorant owners, inappropriate breeding, poor socialization, poor use of equipment leads to these factors. So if you like, education, information and physical resources are the better way to deal with dangerous dogs. All dogs can be dangerous, but big dogs are more dangerous than little dogs.
We've heard from owners who have XL bullies, who have big dogs, and who are responsible owners who give time to training, socialisation, particularly when they're younger, or never too late to train a dog, really. Right. Why is the ban on the dogs and not on people, and the focus not on responsible ownership?
Well, this is a really good point. It is people who create dangerous dogs who take a dog that they know might chase a jogger, unseat a cyclist, run into the road, attack another dog. You know if your dog has this propensity. You've probably seen it developing from the earliest stages of puppy classes, if you went to puppy classes. And if you're in that category, invest in a decent lead, a decent harness or some other means of control. Contact a local dog trainer or behaviourist whom you can reach. Find out who's who in your area through your local veterinary surgeon. And if in doubt, for goodness sake, invest in a muzzle. Muzzles are the answer to the short-term management of dangerous dogs and prevent any possibility of biting. And muzzles are affordable and comfortable for dogs to wear nowadays. They're not the nasty things that used to exist. So practical measures like this, and I think that really we need to think about management of the dog population, which is peaking out at about 9 million now, which means that at least 1 in 4, 1 in 3 households have a dog in them. So maybe we should introduce licence fees. So maybe raising money on the back of dog ownership would allow us to put more resources into the better management of dogs, and in particular access to exercise facilities, advice, and the rest. So dog owners must receive some benefits in return for a dog licence fee. But look, it's all about common sense and education and access to good training resources and knowledge. And the internet, dare I say, my books of now old hat. If you want to find out anything about dog behaviour and what to do about the better management of your dogs, go online. It's all there.
And of course, you know, it is a legal requirement that all XL bully dogs in England, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales do wear a muzzle when they're outside. Just briefly, we used to have a system where you had a dog licence. Then that was removed. What was the thinking, you know, to remove it? And then how can that thinking be reversed to justify introducing one again?
Well, it was a tiny amount of money. I think it peaked out at about £5, which in today's money would be about £1, I suppose. A more significant licence, Switzerland tops out the dog licence fee numbers where it's progressively more the more dogs you have. But there's no distinction between size of dog. I think big dogs clearly create a greater impact on society than little dogs. There's already a big fashion towards owning little poodle crosses, cuddly little dogs and so-called Frenchies. So there is a tendency towards having dogs which substitute as little humans and are treated as children. Big dogs are decreasing in their popularity, and so, if you like, it should be a self-resolving problem. XL bullies are, along with, dare I say, German Shepherds, a popular breed, Dobermans and all the rest of the large breeds of dogs are becoming less and less popular. But we did not need legislation. There are so many other things to legislate against. So why this government chose to focus on XL bullies, who knows why.
Dr. Roger Mugford, animal psychologist, thank you very much for joining us on BBC Breakfast. The government, there has been a reply from DEFRA saying that we recognise some people are opposed to prohibiting specific breed types under the Dangerous Dogs Act. The XL bully ban was brought in to protect public safety following a concerning rise in fatal dog attacks involving that breed type, and we expect all owners to comply with the strict conditions.